Yo oigo titilar esta memoria en mi corazón. Ella me ayuda.
Welcome back, business owners. This is the third video in a series filled with tons of market research, proven practices, and stories to help you escape the biggest black holes sucking your profits into oblivion and get more ideal clients to spend more money more often. In the first video, we covered why it's so important for our communities that business owners understand how to grow their revenues. In the second video, we covered the biggest black holes in the revenue growth galaxy, and I let you in on the only 3 ways to grow your revenues. This video builds on the last 2, so if you need to go back and watch them, please do. In this video, we're talking about big picture, high-level concept stuff, my favorite, which I'll explain in a second. But first, let's talk about grit. Indiana Jones has 3 key qualities that make him successful in his treasure hunts. These 3 key qualities apply to you as well. No matter what strategies or tactics you're using to grow your revenues, these 3 qualities will get you to the treasure you seek. The first key is also the #1 factor in success of all kinds: grit. Call it what you want: perseverance, persistence, pig-headed discipline. The people who pick something and stick with it succeed. You don't have to be smart. It doesn't even have to make sense. If you are committed enough to anything, you can succeed. It might cost you more than you wanted, and it might take you longer than you hoped, but by golly, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Still, even though you're an adult. So on your quest to grow your revenues, pick a goal. Say, doubling your revenues. And don't stop until you get there. To cut down on the time and resources it takes to get to your goals, the next key is strategic thinking. A Harvard Business Review study shows that the strategic approach to leadership is 49 times more important than tactical behaviors. The fact that strategy and planning wins every time goes back to ancient history. Why do you think Sun Tzu's The Art of War has been a bestseller for thousands of years? Because it teaches principles and strategies for overcoming competition, and the lessons derived from strategies are timeless. The story of Troy and the wooden horse is one of the most famous in history, because they had an awesome plan. The cool part about this for you is that most people are not strategic. In fact, research shows that fewer than 10% of leaders exhibit strategic skills. That means your competitors are probably using tactics. So if you use a strategic approach, it's like attaching a jet engine to your tactics. They'll work 10 times better. Let's review how this key quality fits into the big picture of running your business. Your purpose, values, and ideals make up the culture of your business. Your vision, your hope for the future, should come from your purpose and drive your plans. Your plans are a collection of principles, strategies, and tactics that drive you towards your vision. Once you have principles and strategies in place, you will always be able to find the right tactics, channels, and media to support them. However, it's a lot harder and clunkier to work the other way around. Now, this makes it look like everything works perfectly the first time, which brings me to the third key quality to consistently reach your revenue growth goals. The third quality to get to your treasure faster is improvisation. In order to be a master of strategy, you're going to have to be comfortable with improvising. That's because there are lots of factors to revenue growth. For example, your leadership abilities, your team's drive, your communication, both internally and externally. So equally as important as committing to a strategy is knowing that stuff is going to get in your way, and that's okay. You are committed. To keep moving forward, simply identify the problem and improvise to get around it. Keep moving towards your goals. Since these 2 concepts are a little bit paradoxical, and I love paradoxes, I think in my past life I was Chinese because the concept of yin and yang is strong within this one. Let's explore this a little bit further. As you know, there are only 3 ways to grow your revenues. Get more clients to spend more money more often. But a lot of puzzle pieces need to come together to make just one of those ways work. I say puzzle pieces because unfortunately revenue growth is not as simple as putting one step in front of the other. It's more like you have a small puzzle and you want to make it bigger. You need to rework all the pieces and probably add a few as well. And then when you get halfway through, you're going to want to make it bigger. It's an epic creative endeavor, and epic endeavors require planning. However, the nature of these epic endeavors is that there are always more things to do than there are resources. Thus, there are going to be a lot of moments when you need to improvise. Jump in and try something. When there are two roads, don't wait until you have all the answers to make a choice, which might never happen. Make a decision and keep moving forward. Fail as fast as you can. In the real world, the puzzle is never going to be this perfect, complete picture that lasts forever. In fact, healthy organizations are constantly growing, at least internally. Ideally, you get the pieces working together like a machine and continuously lift yourself and your team to the next level of success with grit, strategy, and improvisation. For now, keep it simple. Spend 1 hour a week thinking about how you can get more clients to spend more money more often. That's the first step towards getting strategic. You can start alone to get in the habit, but don't continue to work on your strategy alone. Epic creative endeavors turn out much better when others are involved. So as much as you can, involve other people in this creative process. Unfortunately, small businesses do not have teams like this, but that doesn't mean you should do it alone. Robert Kiyosaki puts it like this: in order to accomplish its mission, a solid business requires 5 main skill areas: product, legal, systems, communications, and cash flow. As a leader, you need to be awesome in at least one of these areas. Then get the best help you can in the other areas. Strategy is a key quality needed in systems, communication, and cash flow mastery. In fact, you could argue it's needed in all areas, but let's stay focused on revenue growth. If you are one of the 90% of people not good at strategy, get help. Tiger Woods is one of the best golf players of all time. How do you think he got to be the best? Like Indiana and you, I assure you he has a ton of grit. And he also figured out what areas he needed help with and found the best coach for each area. When I say the best, I mean it. Not all help is created equal. For me, it's been a constant struggle to get the right help at the right time. Not that I've had $5,000 a month to spend on a marketing agency, but I have spent a pretty penny on business coaches, marketing consultants, and virtual assistants, all of whom I hired to help me grow my revenues. I've had some pretty sucky experiences, and all of it has taken me further down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out the best ways to help small business owners make money and be happy. So before you go out and hire somebody to help you, make sure you watch the rest of this video series. And if you need help like yesterday, hit me up. And I'll help you take the steps to figure out your best option. Remember, my goal is to help you grow your revenues so that you can lift up your entire community. In the next video, I'm going to give you the best revenue growth strategy in the universe. And it has the side benefit of making you happier automatically. It's based on the principle that you should go after your ideal clients. For now, keep it simple. Spend 1 hour a week thinking about how you can get more clients to spend more money more often. See you real soon.